What's stopping you? Are you too tired? Didn't get enough sleep? Don't have enough energy? Don't have enough time? Is that what's stopping you right now? Don't have enough money? Is that the thing? Or is the thing that's stopping you, you?
Excuses sound best to the person that's making them up. Stop feeling sorry for yourself. Get off the pity potty. Telling everybody your sad and sob stories, trying to get people to show up to your pity potties and your pity parades. If you ever see me in a Rolls Royce, a 6 or 7 star hotel, living my life to the fullest, don't get jealous of me, because I worked my ass off to get it. Nobody handed me nothing. Wake your ass up. Awaken the beast inside. It's game on. It's go season. It's time for you to take advantage of the access and the resources that you have in your country and your community. You got a problem with your life. You got a problem with your environment. Do something about it. If you want it, go get it.
Recognize the excuses are not valid. They're conjured up, they're fabricated, they're lies. And how do you stop the lies? You stop the lies with the truth. And the truth is, you have time. You have the skill, you have the knowledge and the support and the willpower and the discipline to get it done.
The fruit of everything good in life begins with a challenge. Everything is uphill that's worthwhile. And it's not going to come to you, and it's not going to fall in your lap, and it's not going to be something that, oh my God, it just was so simple. It's always going to be difficult.
If you want it, you gotta go get it.
This is your chance. This is your shot. This is your moment. This is your time. This is your place. This is your opportunity.
This is my time. This is my moment. Tomorrow. Ain't no such thing as tomorrow. We only got today. It's your dream. If you wanted to have it, get your butt up and make it happen. If you wanted to have it, rise and grind.
You still got work to do. Stay on that basketball court. Stay on that football field. It's grind season, homie.
All right, traders, what is going on? It's January 25th, 2019. EPAM in the house, Stu in the house. Good to see you guys here today. Very excited to be with you. It's Friday. What does Friday mean? A little bit of less volume out there today. Throughout that motivational video, guys, help us get a little motivated as the week comes to an end, as January starts coming to an end, as the market starts heating back up a little bit. But what's going on in the market right now? The Dow is set to rise. Shutdown talks resume, but guarded optimism over a possible end to the shutdowns, giving futures a mode boost. We're seeing the SPY sitting right now about 265. But guys, let's go ahead and start getting in to today. Sorry, I got my OBS pulled up there. My bad. Andre, what's going on? Good to see you. Yeah, pumped now. I'm gonna start buying everything I see. Not really, but guys, yeah, that video was certainly inspiring for me to watch. Wanted to share that with you guys. Get us fired up for the day. But CLRO is or RAND took the lead now. RAND, that one took the lead, setting up at 44.2% right now. This one is gapping up. Let's go ahead and take a look at RAND. This is one I'm most likely not going to be trading, fellas, on RAND. This one, they reported a $25 million strategic investment from another company. Now that other company is buying 8.3 million shares at a $3 price point, sitting at about $3.25 right now. This one is very low float. It's blue on the scanners, which means what? It means this one is a low float. Yellow is going to be the lowest. Blue is going to be right above the yellow. So blue right here, we're sitting at 5.56 million on RAND. So yes, very low float. The past chart history on RAND doesn't really tell us a whole lot. Not too excited about the past chart history on RAND. John Wilson in the house today. Good to see you in here, man. Yeah, the past chart history on RAND. Very barcode-ish, you know. Not too exciting on this one. On RAND, it is gapping up quite a bit, though. It's just one of those low floats. This is oftentimes what we'll see on Fridays. Some of these low floats just popping on up. Traders trying to make a quick, easy buck and then start their weekends. Top quality cabinets. Are you in the house today? I just got your message on my video yesterday. It really cracked me up, man. That one cracked me up. At the end of my video yesterday, I said my wife had just gotten home with the groceries, so I was going to help her out, so I ended the video there. And he said, Kevin, you got to be very careful about what you say on your videos, because I was watching your video with my wife, and she heard that, and I got in big trouble. I was not trying to get you in trouble. Top quality cabinet. But that one really cracked me up. And here's something I've learned. If your wife is watching right now, please tell her to leave the room for a second, because this will get you in trouble too. But if there's ever any sort of tension between you and your wife, I found a little trick that works. So what you do, and a wise man told me this, what you do is you take your wife and take your dog. If you have a dog, take your wife and dog, put them both in the back of your car. Put them both in the trunk. Leave them in there for about an hour. Come back to the car and see who's more excited to see you. And then you'll find out who loves you more. But yeah, that works. You guys should try it on out. That's RAND, guys. Let's move on over to CLRO. This is our next gapper. CLRO, what's going on here? Clear One. The company prevails against Shure in trial before the U.S. Patent and Trademark Office. I'm not even sure what Blur Life. Yeah, try it out, Blur. That one works. Clear One prevails against Shure. I'm guessing that's another company in trial for a patent. Yeah, so apparently it was a patent that they ended up working out for them. Shore for Shore got accepted through CMEG. Nice! Cannot wait to start. Yes! Got accepted through CMEG. So now all you got to do is fund the account. That's going to take just a few days. You'll be all set, Shore for Shore. Really excited for you. I know you've been working really, really hard. I think it's going to work out very well for you. Excited for you. So CLRO, this one, not the most exciting news in the world. I've never really seen patent news really bring in a whole lot of hype, whether someone gets a patent or whether they go to trial with another company over if another company is kind of stretching that patent in a way. Andre, fun in yours today? Yes, guys, it's awesome. Awesome to hear. So patent news never really brings in a lot of hype. But CLRO, let's go ahead and pull up the chart on this. It's got the patent news. But let's take a look at its past chart history. This one is going to have tough 250 resistance. We see here on the chart, 250 is held up a few times. We see this upper wick here, and upper wick right around here. So it's no coincidence why this one already stopped up at 250. 250 is going to be tough on that. What's the next level of resistance? We're going to have the 200-day moving average at $3.13. So if we end up breaking 250, we're most likely going to be moving up to 313. So we'll just keep that one on watch. Right now, the risk reward is kind of 1-to-1. In a way, we're sitting at 232. We got 195 support if this one starts pulling back. We got pre-market support at about 215. But 250 is going to be tough, and it's a lot closer to that than it is to support. If we end up breaking resistance at 250, that's going to turn into some level of support. So we could look for an entry there. If it breaks 250, maybe hits 275, pulls back to 250, maybe look for an entry there, keeping a very tight stop on that. If it cracks back under 250. because we want it to hold those levels. If it breaks really tough resistance that we've seen on the chart, we need to hold those levels, guys. So that's what we're going to be looking for on CLRO. This one could start pulling up to that 313 level on the 200-day. Granted, this one has a lot of upper shadows on the past chart history. It is a Friday as well. It's very overbought. RSI is about at a 70, past a 70 already. This one doesn't have a lot of range on the past as well. I think it's going to be tough, CLRO. This one's going to be really tough. So definitely be a wary buyer on this one. A little apprehensive here to buy this CLRO. RAND, very apprehensive on that one as well, because that one's extremely low float. It doesn't tell us a lot on the chart. You know, I always pull up the chart, see what it tells us. We want to see what these stocks tell us. Rick, finally a green day after 2 straight red days. Nice. Yeah, let's end the week strong as well, Rick, on this Friday. MBOT, there was certainly opportunity the last few days on this. I know a lot of traders did end up, you know, working this one. A few days ago, it went from like $7.75 up to $12. So nice little squeeze on that. But MBOT, you know, I really am not a fan of it. You know, it's just kind of not something I'm comfortable trading, because it did come out with the offering, and from 1940 all the way down to 775. There is opportunities on it. I'm not very comfortable trading this one. You know, every time it pops up, it just sells on off. I'm probably going to avoid it. Could there be opportunities today? I mean, there certainly could be. Yesterday was kind of grindy though on it. Probably going to avoid this one. I want to go over the stock that I think has some good opportunity on it. Doesn't have a lot of eyes on it right now. Kind of a sleeper pick. Yesterday, I feel bad, guys. VTVT was our stock, and we did that one. That one was on my watch list on TD Ameritrade. But you know, it wasn't. I didn't go over it yesterday, so I feel kind of bad about that. VTVT. This is one that has been a recent runner the last few weeks, so it should have been on the watch list. But there could be opportunity here again on it. Let's pull up the 20-day chart. The 20-day chart on VTVT is gorgeous, guys. I mean, this is absolutely beautiful. I want you guys to really see this. Even if this one doesn't work out, what it's already done. This is a high probability setup. I mean, really, to be buying this off the trend for several days in a row, as this one, you know, a few weeks ago. Today is Friday. All right, let's take a look at this. All right, last Friday. So 3 Fridays ago is when this one went from $1.30 up to $3.50. That was a huge move. 3 Fridays ago. And then ever since then, for the last 3 weeks, this has turned into a rather nice ascending triangle, right? Pulling up the 28 chart on it, this one has clear about, you know, 225 resistance, 240 resistance, you know, up in here. It's only tapped 350 once. You know, but 325 has been really tough on it. Do I want to be a buyer on this right at 317, which is kind of where it's sitting at right now? Most likely not. You know, if this one sells back on off today, back to around 275, I think that would allow for a nice entry. But if it fell that much, I'm not sure if it's going to U-shape and break 325, 350 today. And I think it could. I think today VTVT could break, you know, could have a daily breakout on it. Got a really nice setup. This one's been grinding. It's an ascending triangle pattern. Yesterday brought in a lot more volume, so there's a lot more eyes on it. If that makes sense, you know, we had decent volume on it yesterday. So a lot of traders are going to be excited about VTVT. If this one starts moving, there's going to be a lot of buyers on it. But then again, we have the concern that VTVT is going to turn into MBOT, BIOC, you know, all those stocks the last few weeks that have come out with the offerings to really pull them on down. Top quality cabinets. Were you in here just a few minutes ago? We were talking about you. Nice. And you traded VTVT yesterday? Great trade, great trade. Yeah, this one is looking really nice, but we're sitting right up at resistance. That's the only concern now. I don't want to be a buyer at this, right up at its upper shadows. Yeah, 325 is kind of where it's sitting at. You know, hit there this day, upper shadows. The next day, upper shadow. This day, missed the fun talk. You're going to have to go back. All right, yeah, so on VTVT, we're going to be looking for a pullback. That's what I'm looking for. Will it pull back all the way to the trend line? I don't know. If they could pull back down to about $3 and then slowly start U-shaping, this is ideal. Pete Pop in the house. Good morning. Good to see you in here. If this one could pull back, start slowly U-shaping, that would be ideal. I don't want this one to spike right out of the gates, guys, because I'm not, for me, I'm not going to be buying it if it spikes right out of the gates. I want to pull back, slowly U-shape on lower volume. I want all the volume to stay on CLRO, RAND. I want all the, guys out there to be trading those. And then once those start fading on off, VTVT starts getting the volume, we start getting that break. Because this one is looking nice for a break. This is what I'm looking for. But top quality cabinets. What I was giving the guys some advice. If you're in trouble with your wife, how do you find out really if she's a good companion or not, if she really loves you or not, or maybe if your dog loves you more. So you take your wife, you take your dog, throw them in the trunk of your car for an hour. You come back a little bit later on and see who's more excited to see you, and then bingo, there you go. You know who loves you more. It works. My wife's not here. She would be slapping me right now. But that's CLRO, VTVT, RAND. Guys, what did I trade yesterday? Yesterday I traded CLDC. CLDC, this one, man, this one really frustrated me, guys. I was looking for that third touch, which ended up working on out for the $1.50 break. I bought it right down at like 141 or 2. I was looking for that third touch break of 150. Ended up getting it. I sold right at 150 resistance because it was sitting a little stagnant there. Right when I sold, market maker said, all right, guys, Kevin's out. Let's send her on up. So everybody else got their rocket boots on. This thing went up to 160. Yeah, it didn't go up too much, but ended up getting the volume there. I sold a little too early. Really, really irritated me. You heard my video yesterday. I wanted to jump out my window. It wouldn't hurt too bad. I'm on the first floor, but I wanted to jump out. But yeah, this one, it was a decent trade. I didn't expect it really to retest 170 and break on out because there's a lot of traders that were underwater on CLDC. This is something I want you guys to pay attention to. When something is up in pre-market, up around like 170, and then it drops 30 cents and we got to get back up to it, there's a lot of traders, long traders, underwater that are going to be getting out as it's coming back up because traders are bag holders. These guys are holding it, and as it's perking back up, they're selling, and not only they're selling, but short sellers are coming on in. And hitting this as well, and then we start selling on off. So I wanted to go over that real quick for you guys on CLDC. One would probably kill you when you open the trunk. Yeah, Venom. One would be happy to see you. One would kill you, for certain. Wife's watching my video from work. No, she don't know what we do over here, guys. It's all good. This is God time, all right? Steve in the house, man. Good to see you, Steve. Thoughts on PCG? My thoughts on PCG really pissed me off. I'm not gonna lie. I bought this thing at 620. On negative intensity with the scanners. This thing was selling on off. I mean, it was oversold as you could ever be oversold, just because of the stock was, CEO was dropping out. This company was going bankrupt, and I ended up buying this because I love buying fear, guys. When everyone's panic selling, that's when you start buying something, not when everyone starts buying it. So that that's what I was doing there. I bought it at $6.20. Man, that would have been an account changer for me if I would have just held some of those shares. That's what I'm going to do next time, guys, because this and TYME and BIOC, both negative intensity, I sold for a quick scalp. Why am I scalping these things? I don't know. I'm going to take partial, set a stop loss, and then put myself in a coma or something. But PCG, Philip in the house, thanks for the stream. Absolutely, dude. Love helping out. This is my favorite part of the day. Absolutely. Love doing this. PCG, this one, and that would get me in trouble with my wife too. You guys got to keep all this stuff to yourself. When she gets home, honey, my favorite part of the day is when you get home. PCG, my thoughts on this. PCG. So they came out with news this morning that said they're not responsible for the 2017 wildfires, but they didn't specify about the 2018 wildfires. So the 2018 wildfires, I think they're still underwater there. This one did squeeze out a good amount of shorts yesterday. On PCG, my thoughts here on what this is gonna do here. You know, I'm a little uncertain. I really am. You know, I'm probably not going to trade it at this point. Not going to trade it probably at this point. This one's sitting above the 13 EMA. Keep this one on mine. In mine is around at like 12, around like 12.15. Yeah, so it's sitting right near that 13. It's trying to get right back above that because it's been below that ever since the stock was around 50 bucks. But I would, you know, a lot of people were panic selling this. They were getting really nervous on it. That's why I started buying it. I bought that fear. It was $6.20. I wasn't nervous at all getting it because the company went bankrupt years ago in 2001, and then it ended up coming back up to 50 bucks. So it's not their first rodeo. You know, this company might go bankrupt a few more times. But we're sitting right here where it is. You know, is the risk reward worth it? Sitting up at about 12.30 right now. That's a good question to ask. I don't know. I'm probably not going to be trading it. I'll keep an eye on it though, because yesterday this stock went up like 7 or 8 bucks, so there's going to be a lot of eyes on it. We'll see what PCG does. Yeah, sorry, not a lot, not any more insight on that, Steve. What are your thoughts on it? A few more to take a look at, guys. What popped up yesterday? BIOC, that one popped up yesterday. A lot of traders on it. Started forming a nice pattern. This is what we call a bull trap right here, fellas. And I did not just draw this trend line, by the way. This is why I always keep these trend lines on these stocks. But I did switch to my live TD account. You know, all my trend lines were drawn on the paper account for TD, which I just use for charting. I still get people like even yesterday saying, I caught you, you're a paper trader. Guys, some guys. So I just switched to the live, just to get rid of the noise. But BIOC, this one's what we call a bull trap. It had a nice pattern forming on the day, but the pattern, we take a look at the daily pattern. Not just the intraday pattern. We've got to look at the daily pattern. Because on BIOC, yeah, we were uptrending pretty nicely here. Uptrend pretty nice. Really getting some bulls into it. But then if we pull up, if we get more of if we get a better perspective on it, on what's been happening in the last few days, we had really tough resistance at 225. I mean, this could be considered the right shoulder on a head and shoulders pattern. On BIOC, very tough 225 resistance. This one most likely was not going to break this. I mean, for days and days and days, that was serving as solid resistance. So when you have a beautiful pattern intraday, but then on the daily chart you have tough resistance, you know, you always got to look at the daily chart, guys. Some people just avoid looking at it. Always look at the daily chart, because that's where shorts are looking at. You know, see right here, it hit 225, it broke it, pulled in a lot of bulls right here, ended up being a bull trap, cracked right under it, came back down to $2. So that's BIOC. Always, guys, always pull up the daily chart. Seriously. That's what shorts are looking at, you know, to see, okay, if this spikes up to this area, where am I going to be shorting it? A few more stocks, guys, that have some news on them. I want to go over those real quick for you. These are not stocks I'm going to be trading, but want you guys to be as best prepared as possible. Some of you trade, you know, differently. You know, we all trade a little different. So we all trade. Some of us trade micro, nano cap stocks. Some of us trade mid cap, large cap. So I try to design and set, you know, tailor these scanners in a way so where they'll be best suited for you. But you guys need to take advantage and get these for yourself. You know, enter that code so that throughout the day, such as yesterday, when VTVT starts popping on up, you'll be prepared for that. You guys enter ISW Kevin, you'll get 30% off on that. But let's go over a few more. We won't go over that one. A few short opportunities that I'm looking at. A few short opportunities I want to go over that I do have shorts for at CMEG. I would love to short today. I'll be honest, I would love to short today. TGI, this one I'm looking at for a short as well. We're going to have to start moving on through a little bit. It's 9:25, just a few minutes until the market opens on up. TGI, this one is getting very overbought. We had a decent amount of volume yesterday on this from 13.59 all the way up to 17.67 right now. This stock's sitting at 17.49 in pre-market. Had a good amount of volume yesterday, guys. Good amount of volume yesterday. It's getting a little up there on that RSI, and every time this one has touched around that 70 on the RSI, it started coming back on down. I want to see if TGI is going to get a pop out of the gates. This one can pop out of the gates, hit maybe yesterday's high, 17.67. We'll see how the price action is. If volume really starts moving into this, push on up some, I will start with a short on it, TGI. So I'm going to keep this one on watch. And why has this one been moving on up anyways? Cohen and Company, price target raised from $20 to $22. So, yeah, just they raised the price target on this one. It's a good volume moving into it. It's getting a little overbought, a little high on the RSI. So I'll keep TGI. You know, usually I don't short, but Fridays, you know, I certainly do want to, you know, get my feet wet with it a little bit, especially when something's getting overbought. But what is moving right now? Let's take a look at the scanners. RAND, that one's selling off a little bit. CLRO, this one's sitting a little stagnant. Now CLRO, this one could get a pop at the start. I can see this one getting a pop because it's really light on volume right now. This one I could see this testing at 250 at the start, but then maybe pulling on back down. What would be great on it is, the only way I'm trading CLRO is if this one sells off at the start. Sells on down to like 195, or maybe not even that far. 210, $2. See how the price action is on it. See how the volume is, and then starts U-shaping to test that 250 area again. We'll see how CLRO goes. Going to be a lot of shorts on it. That's what I'm going to be looking at. And then VTVT. VTVT, I do want this one maybe to come back down to that trend. If this one ends up breaking its highs of yesterday at 340, I mean, this one could be the stock of the day. Not going to lie to you guys. I mean, this one is ascending triangle. It's looking great. We got a couple minutes until the market opens on up, guys. I got to start wrapping on up. JB in the house. TTMP reverse split. Yeah, reverse splits work great on Fridays, actually, because these are the quick one and done, in and out type of deal. Traders, you know, hit these up and then start their day, start their weekend. TTMP, this one had a pretty nice reverse split. It was from 20 cents up to, what, like $1.40? Yeah, this one has not been compliant with the NASDAQ under that dollar for a little while. So this one, yeah, this one could, you know, bring in some hype. Throw that one on your watch list, guys. I got to run. Ron in the house, good to see you, man. Hope you guys have a great weekend. Trade safe today. Please do not end your week on a bad note. I'm gonna try not to do this. I'm gonna try to do the same there. And guys, let me know if you have any questions this weekend at all. We got, you know, some guys signing up for CMAC. That's great. Really excited for you. Let me know if you have any questions. And of course, we got the scanners, guys, in the description. Take advantage of those. And we will see you on Monday.